Live coverage starting soon. Live coverage starting soon. Live coverage starting soon.
It's time for Kennett Indian Basketball. Our broadcast presented by NEA Baptist Hospital, Baker Implement Company, Farm Credit Services of Southeast Missouri, and by Wilcoxon's Home Place Furniture. Video and radio sponsors include Glen Sane Motors, the Kennett Board of Public Works, Duncan Sheet Metal, the Kennett Bowling Lanes, Sonic Drive-In, the Law Office of Peltz, McMullen, Edgington, and Morgan, and by the Kennett Country Club. Radio sponsors for our broadcast are Kennett Trust Bank and Skeeter Kell Sporting Goods. And now, Kennett Indian Basketball.
And welcome everyone to Kennett Indian Basketball as the Indians tip the season off on the road at the Current River Challenge in Van Buren. And the opponent will be the Mountain Grove Panthers, a team the Indians would not normally face, but certainly getting some early season action against the Panthers. Panthers, a strong tradition in basketball. They've been bet down the last 3 or 4 seasons. They lost a lot of seniors from last year's team that went to the district championship game before falling in that championship game, but they have played a game already this season. And the Panthers, coached by Coach Openshaw, 1-0 on the season as they have a victory under their belt. For the Kennett Indians, Coach Seth McBroom in his premiere as Kennett Indian head basketball coach. And, of course, also athletic director here this evening. And talking to Coach McBroom before the game, he is very excited to get the season underway, but knows that with only 20 days of practice, the Indians are going to have a lot of things to work on. But they have an opportunity tonight to at least get on the court and play an opponent, and that will be the Mountain Grove Panthers. We'll take a break, be back with more, as we're about 7.5 minutes away from tip-off. Mountain Grove and Kennett from the Current River Classic in Van Buren. Back after this.
At Sonic Drive-In in Kennett, our priority isn't just great service, it's great experiences. Whether you're coming for a cherry limeade on your lunch break or picking up shakes with your team after a big win, we're ready for you. Want a burger for breakfast or breakfast for dinner? No problem. We serve our full menu all day long, delivered with a smile. This is how we Sonic. Order through the Sonic app and get half-price drinks and slushes all day long. Open till midnight. Sonic Drive-In, 1101 First Street in Kennett.
Here is a little reminder from your friends at Peltz Title. When it's time to buy property, sell some property, or refinance a loan that involves property, don't forget those parts of the transaction that absolutely have to be done right. The preparation for closing and the closing itself. If you are a buyer, you want the confidence that title insurance from Peltz Title will give you. Are you the seller? You need to be sure that the promised proceeds are where they are supposed to be. Request Peltz and let the experts at Peltz Title close your deal.
Thank you. Thank you for letting us be a part of your family and for trusting us with the ones you love the most. Thank you for allowing us to be a part of those lifelong memories. Thank you for taking us on the job and for putting us to work. Thank you for choosing us for your first vehicle and for every vehicle after. Thank you for trusting us for 70 years.
The human body is capable of the extraordinary. As well as the not so extraordinary. No matter your skill, restore your peak performance with the Orthodox, a dream team of orthopedic surgery. Get back in the game with the Orthodox at NEA Baptist.
Perry Jones back at Van Buren, the current River Classic. Tad Jones running all of our controls. Couldn't do it without Tad for these tough away games like this in a facility that we haven't been to before, but working out all of our internet problems and getting us ready to have the radio and video broadcast of this game. And Monty Lyons getting us connected to our flagship station of Kennett Indian Sports, KBOA-FM, Piggott, Kennett, as we bring you Kennett Indian basketball this evening. I mentioned Coach McBroom at the helm, his first game as the Kennett Indian head coach, but tons of coaching experience and all those great teams that he has coached over the years at Twin Rivers. His assistants, Hayden Thomas and Braden Williams, and, of course, John Patton back helping with the coaching duties for the Kennett Indians as we are about set to get this one underway. We will have more basketball action coming to you on Monday as the Indians will play Game 2 of the 2024 Gideon Bulldog Classic. The Indians will take on Zenith Hornersville. Should be a good one. Indians the 4 seed, Zenith Hornersville the 5 seed. That'll be a 7:30 tip. We'll have all the games from the Gideon Bulldog Classic coming to you on both the radio, several radio stations, and our streaming platforms. South Penn will play Delta C7. The first game from the Bulldog Classic starting at 6 o'clock. Only 2 games Monday. Then we will have 3 games Tuesday, 3 games Thursday, and 4 games on Friday from the Bulldog Classic. All of that coming up next week. But here, it's the Current River Challenge, and the Indians taking on the Mountain Grove Panthers. We'll be back. We'll check starting lineups and get this one underway right after this.
Now is the time to get your air conditioner serviced for the warm days ahead. Let the experienced techs at Duncan Sheet Metal replace that old unit with a new high-efficiency unit to stay more comfortable during the upcoming warmer months. A new high-efficiency unit will pay for itself with the big savings you see on your utility bill. Turn to the experts at Duncan Sheet Metal today for service and installation. 601 Highway VV in Kennett.
Duncan Sheet Metal wishes Caleb Duncan and the entire Kennett Indian baseball team the best of luck this season.
At Farm Credit Southeast Missouri, we know that the days of parking your equipment in the shed after a long harvest and taking it easy for a while no longer exist. The business of farming is much more complex. We've been in the ag lending business for over 100 years, and we are ready to help your operation reach its best potential. We've got the loan and crop insurance products and the experience right here ready to serve you. We are your ag lender.
Your ag lender will always be there.
Contact Matthew Poole or Nathan Creed at 888-6624.
Hey, this is Daryl Wilcoxon with Wilcoxon's Home Place on the South Bypass in Kennett, Missouri. We're getting new products in every week and would like to help you make your place a showplace. Living room suits, recliners, including lift chairs, bedroom suits, mattress sets with adjustable bases, appliances, and TVs. We have several payment options available. Come see us at Wilcoxon's Home Place Furniture and Appliance, 901 South Bypass in Kennett, Missouri. A family furniture tradition for over 70 years.
Baker Implement Company and Case IH are proud to support area high school athletics the same way we've supported our customers in the community for 85 years. Visit any of our 13 locations in Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas to experience the power of red and the service and support that has kept customers coming back since 1938. Case IH and Baker Implement Company, supporting our community on the football field and in your field.
We're about ready for the starting lineups we introduced here at Van Buren. Big field house here at Van Buren. And this is our first trip here. I know some other basketball fans. We've seen a lot of basketball fans from around the area here this evening, just taking in the action. But we want to thank all of our sponsors who make our broadcast possible. One of those, Kennett Trust Bank. We appreciate their support. Kennett Trust Bank, one of our great broadcast sponsors of Kennett Indian Athletics. Coach Seth McBroom, I heard him tell another coach, I haven't slept in 5 days. That's the life of a coach, and getting used to these new players and trying to add some stability to the Kennett Indian basketball program as they've went through several head coaches over the last few years. Coach McBroom, with all of his experience, stepping in also as athletic director for Coach Jim Vaughn, who had retired, and Coach Vaughn was actually officiating the game right before this one. As they were good to see Coach Vaughn here. Here's Mountain Grove and Coach Openshaw's starting lineup. Cale Gardner is one of the starters, also one of the starters. Aiden Estep also starting. Eli Golden for the Panthers. Also starting will be Sam Peterson. And rounding out the starting lineups for the Panthers will be Brandon Rotman. Ty Jones, one of the starters. Dyson Watson will be one of the starters for the Indians. Also, Zane Franklin will be starting for the Indians. Hayden Gilmore, the 6'2 senior, will get a start. And also starting will be Sire Thomas. I had Sire's a different number, so I will, and that's going to be part of our early season growing pains here, but that will be the starters for the Kennett Indians here this evening. Jones, Franklin, Thomas, Gilmore out on the floor, along with Dyson Watson. The starters for Coach Seth McBroom, and the season is officially underway. The ball is tipped, controlled by the Indians. They're on the run. Jones into the front court to the right wing, back out top of the key to Watson. Dyson dribbles, picked up into man-to-man, feeds to the high post. Franklin gives it back, drives around the defender, tries to feed inside, and it's knocked out of bounds. Tried to get it down to Thomas, and it's out of bounds. Stays with the Indians. Watson will trigger the inbounds play, gets it to Gilmore at the free throw line. The lefty fires for two, a little short, no good. Rebound to the Panthers, and the Panthers' outlet pass will sail out of bounds, and Kennett gets it right back. 7:36 to go first quarter. Scoreless here from the Current River Challenge. Mountain Grove and Kennett. Dyson Watson, the 6'2 senior guard, into the front court again against the man-to-man. Watson fires it over in the corner, deep in the wing, looking inside. Nothing there for Gilmore. Dribbles up, gives it to Jones now between the circles, backs it out. Watson on the right wing, looks for the cutter, now goes down on the baseline to Thomas. Thomas back out. Looking at the three as Watson dribbles around the defender, now to the baseline, backs it back out. Gives it back out to Thomas. Thomas now down on the baseline, Gilmore. Patient as Kennett. Now Watson fires the three, and it's good. Dyson Watson gives Kennett their first points of the season, a three-pointer, and he promptly blocks a shot on the other end and gets his own rebound. Now loses a handle, picks it up on the wing. Here's Gilmore with a drive, left side of the lane, left-hand floater, no good. Muscled back up, and a foul sends Zane Franklin, the 6'4 sophomore, to the free throw line to shoot two. First foul of the ball game against Mountain Grove. And it is charged to Aiden Eastep. Couple of free throws here for the Indians, up 3-0, make it 4-0. Zane's first free throw is good. Kennett off to a 4-0 start here, 6:42 to play first quarter. Only one possession so far for Mountain Grove, and they turn the ball over. Second free throw is no good. 4-0 Kennett. Mountain Grove on the run. Into the corner. Now the ball is tipped out. Racing for it. It's going to go out of bounds. Thomas tried to get there, but it ends up over the Mountain Grove bench, and Mountain Grove will inbound. 6:33 to play, opening quarter. Kennett up 4-0. Into the front court. Against the Kennett zone, Mountain Grove works it around Eastep on the wing, drives to the baseline. Now almost double dribbles, but passes the ball out. Top of the key, looking to drive. Now driving is Golden around the baseline. And a foul on Kennett. First foul of the ball game on the Indians. And a couple of free throws coming here for Eli Golden. Hayden Gilmore commits the personal. First on Kennett. The first free throw is good. Makes it 4-1. Golden gets the first of two free throws. Second free throw coming up. Eli's 6'2 sophomore hits both free throws. And the Panthers on the board. Cut the Kennett lead in half, 4-2. Watson in the front court. Has his pocket pick. Stolen away by Gardner down the lane. We're tied at 4. Gardner with a steal and a layup on the other end. And that's 2 minutes into this opening quarter, and we're tied at 4. Now Ty Jones working top of the key. Picks up the dribble. Needs some help. Still needs some help. Finally gets it away to Franklin. Zane gets it away to Thomas. Sire down the baseline. Kicks it to Gilmore. Around a double team. Nice speed inside, but the shot is blocked away as Zane went up with the attempt. Has it blocked, and Mountain Grove on the run the other way. Open three on the way is good. Sam Peterson knocks down the three. And Mountain Grove leads 7-4. Kennett jumped out to a 4-0 lead, and the last 7 have been scored by the Panthers. Now Dyson. Watson will answer with a three. Dyson left open on the wing. He has 6 of Kennett's 7 points. 5:09 to play first quarter. Peterson on the wing. The ball almost out of bounds. Knocked out of there by Jones. And last touch by Kennett. Antonio Flakes will come into the ball game now for Kennett. Sire Thomas, the 6-foot junior, will set down for Kennett. Mountain Grove inbounds along the sideline, out top of the key with 5 minutes to go first quarter. 7-7 our score. Eastep on the left wing. Crosses over. Back on the right side to Gardner. Gardner gives it back to Eastep. Now on the baseline. Kick it on the right side. A three attempt is a little strong. Going up for the rebound. Kennett has it knocked out of bounds. And Kennett will get to keep it. A good look for three by the Panthers, but it wouldn't fall. Now full court man-to-man pressure is Dyson Watson, the senior guard. Into the front court, picked up by Gardner. Goes around Gardner, down to the dotted line, lays it up short off the iron, no good. Rebound Panthers, long outlet pass. It will go out of bounds and back over to the Indians. We are tied at 7, 4:28 to play, first quarter. Current River Challenge from Van Buren. Good to have you along. Ty Jones running the point guard. Gives it away to Gilmore. Gives it back to Jones. Ty crosses over and lost the handle. Picked up after the turnover. Down the lane. Gilmore tries to draw the charge, but he's going to be called for the block. Second foul on the 6'2 senior Hayden Gilmore here in the opening quarter. Early foul trouble. Kennett's committed a couple of fouls, and Hayden has picked up both of those. Gabe Checkett will come into the ball game now for Kennett. to replace Gilmore. Inbound, shot is no good. It's out of bounds off of Kennett. Another opportunity for the Panthers as they inbound along their baseline. Golden gets it top of the key, goes left wing. Peterson back out to Golden, splits a couple of defenders and travels. Kennett gets it back just inside of 4 minutes to play here opening quarter. We are tied at 7. Watson crosses over the timeline. Goes left side to Jones. Jones looks on the wing. Now to check it. On the baseline, Watson shoots the three, and it's good. Dyson with 3 threes here in the opening quarter. And Kennett leads 10-7. 3.5 minutes to play opening quarter. Here's a three on the wing. No good. Rims out. Gardner missed it. Offensive board. Put back is good by Dickey. J.P. Dickey, 6'3 sophomore, got the offensive board and put back. Kennett up by 1 with the basketball. 3:15 to play first quarter. Check it on the left wing, looking inside. Franklin was trying to post up there. They had him covered. Now Watson on the right wing. Drives around a man, drives around 2 men. Gets it to Jones. Jones will try the three. It's off, no good. Rebound loose. Watson had it, lost it out of bounds, and it's off of the Panthers, and it will stay with Kennett. Thomas comes back in. Getting a breather is Zane Franklin, the 6'4 sophomore for Kennett. Watson will inbound under his own basket. Now a substitution for the Panthers. Coming out of the ball game is Gardner. Watson looks, gets it inbounds. Left wing, Flakes. Flakes gets it to check it. Now top of the key, Jones. Tie behind the back dribble. Now reverses back around. All the way on the baseline, and a blocking foul will be on the Panthers and J.P. Dickey. That's their second team foul. Dickey's first of the ball game, and team fouls are now at 2 apiece with 2:45 to play first quarter. Watson gets it inbounds. Flakes is bumped at the free throw line, and he is fouled on the play. Sam Peterson commits the personal. Inbound. Thomas gets it, backs in, turns, shoots in the lane, and scores. Syra Thomas, the 6'2 junior, with a bucket, and Kennett goes up 12-9. 2.5 minutes to play, opening quarter. Feed down on the low block, almost a steal by Watson. They'll kick it out, and a three is nothing but net for Eastep. Aiden Eastep with the three. An answer for Mountain Grove, and that ties us at 12. 2:14 to play, opening quarter. Watson behind the back dribble. Goes down on the baseline, now reverses it back up. Goes left side to Flakes. Antonio to Jones. Jones left wing, goes around the defender. Now works back toward the baseline. Ball tipped away. Now he keeps the dribble alive. Goes down the lane. Off balance shot is no good. Checkett tried to get the rebound, but it goes into the hands of the Panthers, and the Panthers on the run down the lane. Another three on the way by Peterson. No, he faked it. Kicks it on the right wing. The jumper is no good. Ball is up and controlled by Watson. Outlets to Jones. Jones with numbers down the baseline. Blocked away, and controlling it is Eastep. He blocked it and got it away. Pulling up a three by Anderson is no good. The rebound to Flakes. 1:24 to play, first quarter, and we're tied at 12. Flakes lost the handle all the way to the baseline. Saves it. Back to Jones out near midcourt. Now Coach Seth McBroom with instructions for his ball club. Approaching 1 minute to go here opening quarter. Watson will be fouled as he drives around a defender. Unger picks up the foul. And Kennett will inbound at midcourt. Braden Hawhay comes into the ball game. Zane Franklin returns for the Kennett Indians. Antonio Flakes checks out for Kennett. Inbounds is Watson. Guarded with man-to-man pressure, top of the key. Now right side, check it with the basketball. Gives it back to Thomas. Give and go to Jones. Shot by Jones, no good. Follow. Back up and in by Zane Franklin. Good job by the sophomore. His third point of the ball game. He is fouled on the play, and he's going to have a three-point play opportunity. Kennett leading 14-12. And Franklin is going to have a free throw here, trying to increase the Kennett lead to 3. Free throw is nothing but net for Zane. Good job for the sophomore. Thomas comes out into the ball game. Corey Ray, the 5'8 senior. Kennett up 15-12. We're down to 50 seconds to play opening quarter. Mountain Grove with the basketball. Left side, Unger gets it down on the baseline. Good pressure by Checkett. Now around the screen, top of the key. A 3 is good by Estep. That's his second 3 of this opening frame. And we're tied at 15 with 30 seconds to go, first quarter. Jones into the front court. Works around a screen. Right side of the lane. Kicks it to Watson. Watson has 3 threes here in this opening quarter. 20 seconds to play. In the first quarter of action, we're tied at 15. Watson tries to split 2 defenders. Hits the deck. Turns it over. Picked up on the other end. Shot no good. They fight for the rebound. Still in the paint. Shot put up. And it's good at the buzzer. That'll send us to the sidelines after Mountain Grove, after the Kennett turnover, takes a 17-15 lead after 1. We'll be back with the second quarter in 1 minute.
Big news from Kennett Bowling Lanes. Our skating rink and laser tag building are on the way. Adult fall leagues are forming now, and in November, kids can join our youth league and enjoy half-price practice games throughout the season. New party packages are coming soon, perfect for any celebration. Don't forget our daily food and drink specials and the newly improved Chiefs Club Dining Room, open daily at 11. Family night is every Wednesday with free bowling for kids 18 and under. Exciting stuff is happening at Kennett Bowling Lanes, where the fun never ends.
(17-15) our score as we go to the second quarter. Kennett jumped out to a 4-0 lead. Then a Kennett turnover and a bucket with the final seconds ticking off the clock, ending the first quarter. Gives Mountain Grove a 2-point lead. Hayden Estep, 6 points for Mountain Grove, leads all scorers for Mountain Grove. Dawson Watson with 9. 3 3-pointers for Dyson in that first quarter, leads the Kennett scoring. Mountain Grove basketball, and we're underway in the second. Good to have you along. Be sure and like and share. We also have our Facebook comments if you want to make comments, and we have our instant replays going on, courtesy of NEA Baptist Hospital. Tad Jones running the controls. Jump shot at the free throw line is an air ball, but Mountain Grove saves it. Gardner drives down the lane, kicks it on the wing. Unger, he looks inside, now needs some help, gets it back in the corner. As Peterson kicks it out, and a 3 is short, no good. Watson with a rebound for Kennett. Kennett down by 2 with the basketball there for first possession of the second quarter. Watson goes to Jones on the left wing. Now flashing out his Flakes, gets the ball to Gilmore now, back into the ball game. Back to Watson. Dyson crosses over, right hand, fades away, shoots for 2. Rims off, no good. The rebound to Gardner. Gardner on the run, down the lane, kicks it on the wing, and a traveling violation gives it back to the Indians. We played 1 minute and 4 seconds, and neither team to score yet here in the second quarter. From Van Buren, home of the Bulldogs, the current River Challenge. Watson into the front court. Panthers still in that matchup man-to-man. Gilmore at the free throw line. He'll travel. So both teams turning the ball over, and it goes back over to Mountain Grove. (17-15), Panthers with the lead and the basketball. Gardner all the way down the right side of the lane, finds a path to the basket and will lay it in for 2. 4 points now for Cale Gardner. And it's a 4-point lead for Mountain Grove. Kennett needing to answer here. Jones goes around the defender, left side. Watson way out on the wing. Thought about the three. Now instead goes back to Jones. Here's a left-handed three by Gilmore off the mark. Trying to save it was Antonio Flakes, but it's out of bounds off Kennett. 19-15, Panthers with the lead. And the Indians trying to match up with the man-to-man. Again, going around the screen and traveling with the basketball was Gardner. The sophomore tried to pull up, slid the pivot foot. He stepped back into the ball game, and also J.P. Dickey into the ball game for Mountain Grove. Kennett trying to get the lid off the basket 2 minutes into the second quarter, looking for their first points here in the second quarter. They trailed by 2 at the end of the quarter. They're trailing by 4 after the basket by Gardner for Mountain Grove. Watson dribbles out top of the key. Gilmore looks inside, still looking inside. Gets it now to Watson on the wing. Feeds it down low to Flakes. Antonio gets it back to Watson. Now to Flakes, lost the handle and picked up by Mountain Grove. Now poked out of there by Jones, and a timeout is called by the Panthers. Timeout on the floor, 5:24 to play second quarter, 19-15. Mountain Grove back in 30 seconds.
In Kennett, we know our community because we're a part of it. At Kennett Board of Public Works, we're local, just like you. That means we're just minutes away. With fast response times, we're here for emergencies, ensuring your internet is restored quickly. We offer reliable, high-speed internet to keep your home and business connected. Kennett Board of Public Works, we're your local team, keeping you connected. Here when you need us, always.
19-15 our score, 5:24 to play, second quarter. Mountain Grove leads Kennett. Kennett jumped out to a 4-0 lead. Was back and forth in that first quarter. Mountain Grove took a 2-point lead. The final seconds of the quarter. And they've scored the first 2 points of the second quarter. Not a lot of offense here in the second quarter. Mountain Grove after the timeout. They'll pull up, shoot the three. It's off, no good. And the rebound, though, taken away by Mountain Grove. Gardner gets it. Now almost had his pocket picked. Goes on the baseline. Nice pass down low, and the basket is good by Mountain Grove. And E-Step. He now has 8 points in the ball game. Kennett tries to answer, and they will. A driving move down the lane. Antonio Flakes gets the bucket, his first 2 of the ball game. And a reach in on Watson. Dyson's first foul. First foul of the quarter. Mountain Grove trying to inbound. The ball tipped away, stolen. Picked up by Jones. Jones, coast to coast, will draw the foul. He's going to shoot 2. I don't think Ty would have had a prayer to make that one, but he was fouled on the play. And he'll have a couple of free throws coming here. Foul on Unger. Don't check it. It's on Golden. That's Golden's first foul. And Ty Jones, the 5'10 junior, with the first free throw is no good. (21-17) our score. Panthers with the lead over the Indians. Ty's second free throw is no good. And the rebound by the Panthers. They're on the move with this 4-point lead. They'll drive to the basket, no good. And the rebound, Zane Franklin. Outlets to Gilmore, now to Watson. Dyson on the wing. Backs it out, left-hand dribble. Now back to the right. Now splits 2 defenders. Passes out to Franklin on the right baseline. Now to Jones. Jones around a man. Down the lane, and the ball is going to be thrown out of bounds. Gilmore was out there, and it sailed just to Hayden's left and out of bounds. So the ball back over to the Panthers, 4:15 to play, first half. 21-17, Mountain Grove with the lead. They'll attack, now kick it out on the wing for the 3 and an air ball. And the ball will go over to Kennett after knocked out of bounds by the Panthers. Corey Ray into the ball game. Also into the ball game will be Sire Thomas for the Indians. Franklin and Jones will sit down for Kennett. Midway through the second quarter, 21-17 Mountain Grove. Kennett's offense has been stagnant here in this quarter. Here's Watson. He'll try to get it going and does. His fourth three-pointer of the ball game. Watson now with 12 points. Now Mountain Grove on the attack, and they'll travel. 21-20, Kennett down by 1, and they'll get the basketball back. Unger and Anderson back into the ball game for Mountain Grove. Dyson Watson, 6'1" senior. Dribbles into the front court. Sets up the offense. Feeds at the high post. Now Watson gets it back. Finds a seam, kicks it out. Gilmore. The lefty's three is short, no good. And Watson gets the rebound. Watson on the baseline, out top of the key to Ray. Ray gives it to Thomas. Thomas muscles his way down the dotted line. Shot is no good. Hit the back of the iron. Rims out. Here come the Panthers. They're on the run all the way to the baseline. Turn, pass on the wing. Splitting the zone. A floater is up there and good by the Panthers. Give the bucket to Dickey, his fourth point of the ball game. Panthers go up by 3, 23-20, just inside of 3 minutes to play in the second quarter. Thomas with the basketball on the elbow. Nice spin move. Wouldn't go down, though. Shot just rims out. Another good look at it by Sire Thomas, but it wouldn't go down. Mountain Grove with the ball in the 3-point lead. 2:38 to play, second quarter. Dribble right wing is Gardner. Kennett the man-to-man, now left side. Here's Anderson, pulls the trigger on a three. No good. Ray trying to block out, but the taller Panther gets the rebound, and now Ray commits the foul. That's the 6-foot senior, Dustin Unger. And Sakori Ray's first foul of the ball game. Second foul of the period, or for the quarter, for the Kennett Indians. First free throw is off the back of the line, iron, no good. Ray comes out of the ball game, and Ty Jones will come back in for Kennett. 23-20 Panthers. Second free throw is also no good, and the rebound, though, to the Panthers, and they'll put it back up and good. Gardner with the offensive board off the missed free throw. And his 6th point of the ball game. Now the ball stolen away from Gilmore. Gilmore on the left wing. 5-point Panther lead. Now make it 8 as another bucket by Gardner. His 9th point of the ball game makes the lead 28-20. Kennett will take a timeout. 2:08 to play, second quarter. Back with more right after this.
Looking for a great way to enjoy the winter season? Head to the Kennett Country Club. Right now, take advantage of winter rates. Play a round of golf with a cart for only $35. And don't miss out on 25% off all apparel in the Pro Shop. Perfect for your holiday gift shopping needs. Plus, ask about their amazing membership specials happening now. There's never been a better time to join. Make this winter a hole-in-one at the Kennett Country Club. Call or stop by today.
At Sonic Drive-In in Kennett, our priority isn't just great service, it's great experiences. Whether you're coming for a cherry limeade on your lunch break or picking up shakes with your team after a big win, we're ready for you. Want a burger for breakfast or breakfast for dinner? No problem. We serve our full menu all day long, delivered with a smile. This is how we Sonic. Order through the Sonic app and get half-price drinks and slushes all day long. Open till midnight. Sonic Drive-In, 1101 First Street in Kennett.
Coach Seth McBroom taking a very important timeout here with 2:08 to play, second quarter, as Mountain Grove has opened up an 8-point lead. The momentum has definitely shifted over to the Panthers after Kennett had the early lead. Kennett offensively, only 5 points in a quarter. Mountain Grove with 11. Now facing full court pressure. Watson dribbles around a man, now crosses the timeline, down the lane, and a pass goes out of bounds. Threw it around ankle high to Zane Franklin. And no way Zane could get down to corral that one. Turnover goes back over to the Panthers as they run the offense and break the Kennett pressure. Here's Gardner. He'll pull up, misses this three. Jones with a rebound. Kennett looks to run, but the outlet pass over the head of Antonio Flakes and out of bounds. Turnover gives it back to the Panthers. 1:41 to play, second quarter. 2-2-1 full court zone press here by the Indians. And the Panthers still with it way in the back court. Time has got to be about to expire, but they get it across the timeline before the 10-second count. Left side is Unger to the free throw line. Picks it up. Now gets it away to Estep. Down the lane, a quick first step for Estep. And Aiden now with double figures. 10 points here in the half. Watson picks up the dribble in the backcourt, and another timeout by Coach McBroom. Indians are down by 10 with 1:07 to play second quarter. Coach McBroom takes his second timeout here in the last minute. 30-second break. And we'll tell you, we'll leave it right here for this one, Tad. One of our great broadcast sponsors, Skeeter Kell Sporting Goods. We appreciate all the folks over at Skeeter Kell, great supporters of our Kennett Indian broadcast. Indians will be back in action from the Gideon Bulldog Classic. They'll play game 2, only 2 games on Monday. And Kennett will take on Zenith Hornersville. Should be a rowdy night, 7:30 scheduled tip-off for that one. South Pim and Delta C7 will start the Bulldog Classic. East Prairie, the 2 seed, will play Gideon. Haytime will play Portageville, and the loser of South Pim and Delta C and the loser of Kennett Zenith Hornersville will play Tuesday at 4:30 to start the action on game 2. Monday, Tuesday, Thursday, Friday. Game days from the Gideon Bulldog Classic. Kennett with the ball down 10. And a long NBA 3 by Watson is an air ball. It goes out of bounds. 1:01 to play in the half. And Dyson, he has been the brunt of the Kennett offense here in this ball game. But, I mean, that one was way out near midcourt. Turn around on the baseline. Shot is no good. A nice block out inside by Ty Jones. Fouled over the back by Brady Anderson. Neither team going to be in the bonus here in the first or the second quarter. Fouls are at 2 apiece, and we're down to 50 seconds to play in a quarter, and Jones brings it in the front court. Works around a Gilmore screen, right side to Watson. Dyson around a couple of men. Now gives it away to Franklin. Zane out on the wing. Back to Jones, 36 seconds to play, second quarter. Left side, Gilmore. He pulls up, corner of the lane. Jumper is too strong, and the rebound taken away by Hawhay into the ball game. 22 seconds to go in the half, and a 10-point Mountain Grove lead, and they look to extend that lead. They'll pass it inside, and a reach-in foul on Jones. It'll be Mountain Grove basketball on the baseline. For Ty Jones, that's his first foul. Probably a good foul there because the bigger player was going to have a wide-open shot. So Corey Ray into the ball game. Also Gabe Checkett into the ball game for the Indians. Gilmore and Jones will set down. Panthers inbound. 15 seconds to play in the half. They'll get it out top of the key. Almost lost. Now Anderson saves it. Goes left side. A jumper by Estep is off, no good. The rebound taken away by Ray. Ray into the front court. Gets it away to Flakes. Antonio, he has his pocket picked. The ball is loose and going to roll out of bounds. And that will end the half. 30-20. Mountain Grove leads Kennett at the half. We'll take a break. Check the first half scoring right after this.
Here is a little reminder from your friends at Peltz Title. When it's time to buy property, sell some property, or refinance a loan that involves property, don't forget those parts of the transaction that absolutely have to be done right. The preparation for closing and the closing itself. If you are a buyer, you want the confidence that title insurance from Peltz Title will give you. Are you the seller? You need to be sure that the promised proceeds are where they are supposed to be. Request Peltz and let the experts at Peltz Title close your deal.
Thank you. Thank you for letting us be a part of your family and for trusting us with the ones you love the most. Thank you for allowing us to be a part of those lifelong memories. Thank you for taking us on the job and for putting us to work. Thank you for choosing us for your first vehicle and for every vehicle after. Thank you for trusting us for 70 years.
The human body is capable of the extraordinary. As well as the not so extraordinary. No matter your skill, restore your peak performance with the Orthodox, a dream team of orthopedic surgery. Get back in the game with the Orthodox at NEA Baptist.
I guess you forgot to call Duncan Sheet Metal about the furnace, huh?
What was your first clue?
Don't get left in the cold. Call Jerry Duncan with Duncan Sheet Metal today. Duncan Sheet Metal works on residential and commercial units. Is it time to replace that old furnace? Let Duncan Sheet Metal install a new energy-efficient unit that will save you money and keep you warm for years to come. Stop by Duncan Sheet Metal today, 601 South Bypass in Kennett, or call 888-6447.
At Farm Credit Southeast Missouri, we know that the days of parking your equipment in the shed after a long harvest and taking it easy for a while no longer exist. The business of farming is much more complex. We've been in the ag lending business for over 100 years, and we are ready to help your operation reach its best potential. We've got the loan and crop insurance products and the experience right here ready to serve you. We are your ag lender.
Your ag lender will always be there.
Contact Matthew Poole or Nathan Creed at 888-6624.
Hey, this is Daryl Wilcoxon with Wilcoxon's Home Place on the South Bypass in Kennett, Missouri. We're getting new products in every week and would like to help you make your place a show place. Living room suites, recliners, including lift chairs, bedroom suites, mattress sets with adjustable bases, appliances, and TVs. We have several payment options available. Come see us at Wilcoxon's Home Place Furniture and Appliance, 901 South Bypass in Kennett, Missouri. A family furniture tradition for over 70 years.
Well, the score at the half, 30-20. Mountain Grove leads Kennett as the first quarter. Kennett got off to a quick 4-0 start. Ball game was tied in the final seconds of that first quarter before the Panthers got a bucket with about 2 seconds to go in the quarter. And then in the second quarter, it was all Mountain Grove, outscoring Kennett 13-5 in that second quarter. That has really hurt the Indians. Their offense went quiet in that second quarter, and Mountain Grove has opened up a 10-point halftime lead. Player in double figures, Aiden Estep with 10 points for Mountain Grove, followed closely by Cale Gardner's 9. 4 points for J.P. Dickey, Sam Peterson with 3. 2 points for Eli Golden, 2 points for Brady Anderson in the first half for the Panthers. 12 points for Dyson Watson. The senior has pretty much spearheaded the offense for Kennett. 4 points in the half for Zane Franklin. 2 points for Antonio Flakes and 2 points for Sire Thomas. No player in foul trouble. Gilmore picked up a couple of fouls early for the Indians. He's the only player in the ballgame with more than one foul here at the half. 30-20, 10-point lead for Mountain Grove. We're going to take a break, be back with the start of the third quarter right after this.
Baker Implement Company and Case IH are proud to support area high school athletics the same way we've supported our customers in the community for 85 years. Visit any of our 13 locations in Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas to experience the power of red and the service and support that has kept customers coming back since 1938. Case IH and Baker Implement Company, supporting our community on the football field and in your field.
Big news from Kennett Bowling Lanes. Our skating rink and laser tag building are on the way. Adult fall leagues are forming now, and in November, kids can join our youth league and enjoy half-price practice games throughout the season. New party packages are coming soon, perfect for any celebration. Don't forget our daily food and drink specials and the newly improved Chiefs Club Dining Room, open daily at 11. Family night is every Wednesday with free bowling for kids 18 and under. Exciting stuff is happening at Kennett Bowling Lanes, where the fun never ends.
In Kennett, we know our community because we're a part of it. At Kennett Board of Public Works, we're local, just like you. That means we're just minutes away. With fast response times, we're here for emergencies, ensuring your internet is restored quickly. We offer reliable, high-speed internet to keep your home and business connected. Kennett Board of Public Works, we're your local team, keeping you connected. Here when you need us, always.
Looking for a great way to enjoy the winter season? Head to the Kennett Country Club. Right now, take advantage of winter rates. Play a round of golf with a cart for only $35. And don't miss out on 25% off all apparel in the Pro Shop. Perfect for your holiday gift shopping needs. Plus, ask about their amazing membership specials happening now. There's never been a better time to join. Make this winter a hole-in-one at the Kennett Country Club. Call or stop by today.
At Sonic Drive-In in Kennett, our priority isn't just great service, it's great experiences. Whether you're coming for a cherry limeade on your lunch break or picking up shakes with your team after a big win, we're ready for you. Want a burger for breakfast or breakfast for dinner? No problem. We serve our full menu all day long, delivered with a smile. This is how we Sonic. Order through the Sonic app and get half-price drinks and slushes all day long. Open till midnight. Sonic Drive-In, 1101 First Street in Kennett.
Here is a little reminder from your friends at Pelt's Title. When it's time to buy property, sell some property, or refinance a loan that involves property, don't forget those parts of the transaction that absolutely have to be done right. The preparation for closing and the closing itself. If you are a buyer, you want the confidence that title insurance from Pelt's Title will give you. Are you the seller? You need to be sure that the promised proceeds are where they are supposed to be. Request Pelt's and let the experts at Pelt's Title close your deal.
Thank you. Thank you for letting us be a part of your family and for trusting us with the ones you love the most. Thank you for allowing us to be a part of those lifelong memories. Thank you for taking us on the job and for putting us to work. Thank you for choosing us for your first vehicle and for every vehicle after. Thank you for trusting us for 70 years.
30-20, our halftime score. Coach Seth McBroom and his Indians just coming back out on the floor 2 minutes before the start of the third quarter. As Coach McBroom, he mentioned the downfalls of only having 20 practices and having to get his system into the minds of these players. And, of course, Coach McBroom's been a successful basketball coach, all of those great Twin Rivers teams that he has had, and a great coaching background as well. And it's just going to be a learning experience. He said before the ball game, right now we're just out there kind of playing around. And he said, I like to have systems in place and things to do, and that's going to take a little more time. The good news, the Indians are going to have the Bulldog Classic coming up next week, so they're going to have at least 3 games during the week. That'll be a good tune-up. Then a SEMO Conference will be coming up and a couple of regular season games before the Bloomfield Christmas tournament begins. So a lot of basketball action in the month of December will be coming your way. Again, Kennett will play Zenith Hornersville, 7:30 up at Gideon in the Bulldog Classic Game 2. 2 games on that opening Monday. South Pim and Delta C7 at 6 o'clock. Come out and see that South Pim Bulldog team. They were exciting last year and going to the Final Four, and a lot of those players back. They lost, I think, J.D. Morton off that team, but also Hayti. They're going to be tough this year as they've had some new players added to their roster. East Prairie gets the 2 seed in the tournament. Portageville the 6th seed, and Kennett the 4th seed. Delta C7 the 8th seed. South Pim gets the top seed in the tournament. Final from up in Columbia, snowy Columbia, Missouri. The Mizzou Tigers knock off the Arkansas Razorbacks 28-21. Been some crazy games. Ohio State loses to Michigan. Who would have thought that? Still some big ball games, including Texas and Texas A&M coming up a little later tonight. But we have another half of basketball here. Indians trying to make up a 10-point deficit. Shot at the free throw line, rims out by Thomas. He had another good look. Sires just off the mark, just a touch. A foul on the rebound on the Panthers. So Kennett will have it out of bounds. Dickey will pick up his second foul of the ball game. Kennett looks to inbound on the baseline. Still looking. Now Watson gets it to Jones, top of the circle. Back to Watson around the screen. Ball fake down the lane. Laid it up short. Thomas with a follow goes up, and he's going to be fouled. And I think Dickey just picked up his third foul. And it is on Dickey. JP has picked up a couple of fouls early here in the quarter. He will come out of the ball game and going to the free throw line, the 6-foot junior, Sire Thomas. He has a field goal so far in the ball game. This free throw is good. And Kennett cuts the lead down to 9. Opening minute of this third quarter. You knew Coach McBroom, he was going to be working hard at the half, trying to work out some of the kinks the team had in the first half, especially that second quarter. Second free throw was no good by Thomas. Rebound Mountain Grove. Kennett looking to trap now. Mountain Grove gets out of the trap, but they throw it right in the hands of Watson. Watson saves it to Flakes, and Antonio gives it right back to Dyson, who brings it in the front court. Gilmore on the right wing. Dribbles up to Jones. Jones between the circles. Left side to Watson. Watson looking inside. Gets it down to Flakes. Ball fake. Puts it up. Scores! Nice bucket, Antonio Flakes. Drew the foul. Count the basket. He'll have a 3-point play opportunity. Kennett with the first 3 points of the quarter. They cut the lead down to 7. 7:06 to play in the third quarter. .6'4" senior Braden Hawhay picks up the foul, and he'll come out of the ball game. And the free throw is nothing but net for Antonio. His 5th point of the ball game. And again, Kennett trying to trap out of that zone. Trying to increase the intensity, and they'll create another turnover. The pass picked off by Jones. Tie top of the key, left side Watson. Open three is good. Watson with his 15th point of the ball game, and Kennett has cut the lead down to 3. 6:47 to play, third quarter, 30-second timeout. Back after this.
The human body is capable of the extraordinary. As well as the not so extraordinary. No matter your skill, restore your peak performance with the Orthodox, a dream team of orthopedic surgery. Get back in the game with the Orthodox at NEA Baptist.
How about a 7-0 run to start the third quarter? That's what the Indians have accomplished. They've been trapping. They've been more aggressive offensively. And again, that trap. Mountain Grove into the front court. The trap at midcourt. And Gilmore will pick off this pass. Give it away to Dyson. In the lane. Puts it up. Rolls around. Falls through. Dyson with 17. And Kennett on a 9-0 run to start this third quarter. Mountain Grove against that zone trap. Working around the perimeter. It has really slowed down their offense. They're looking inside, but nothing there. Kennett, Coach McBroom encouraging his team. The defense has been outstanding here in the quarter. Pass along the baseline. They don't get the shot away. Now they'll kick it out on the wing, and a long three is good. Well, that was a big shot by Hunger. His first bucket of the ball game. Now a drive along the baseline. The shot is no good by Flakes, and I think Flakes will commit the foul going after the basketball. The lead goes back to 4 for the Panthers. 5:51 to play, third quarter. Good ball game here from the Current River Challenge in Van Buren. Again, Kennett. Now they're not trapping as much out of that zone. They're dropping back into that zone. Left side. Panthers get it. Try to feed down low. They'll pull up, shoot over Thomas, no good. And the rebound taken away by Flakes. Antonio with the basketball. He'll dribble up into the front court. They are in Dyson Watson's pocket, man-to-man. A box and one out of that zone. Dyson's going to have a lot of company. Drives around a couple of defenders, gives it away to Jones. Jones down the lane, drives, shoots, and draws a foul. The junior, Jones, will shoot a couple of free throws. Foul on Peterson is his second. Third team foul on Mountain Grove here in the third quarter. Jones looking for his first point of the ball game from the free throw line as he shoots two, and the first is good. Zane Franklin comes in. Thomas will come out for Kennett. Horing comes out, and also coming out will be Peterson for Mountain Grove. Next free throw by Jones is a little strong, no good, but the rebound put back up and good by Flakes. Antonio with an offensive rebound, and Kennett's cut the lead down to one. Mountain Grove with the basketball, and again, Kennett trapping. They're going to almost get the turnover, but now a violation will give it back over to Kennett. I think 3 seconds in the lane was the call. The double dribble was the call. Didn't see the actual official along the baseline who made the call, but a double dribble gives it back over to Kennett, down by one. 4:48 to play, third quarter. Gilmore had his pocket pick, stole it away. Good steal that time by Gardner. Down the lane, Gardner layup is good. Now Kennett throws it away. Length of the floor, and the ball sails out of bounds. They trail by 3. 4:34 to play, third quarter. Those are the types of things that I know Coach McBroom will take the film of this and work with his ball club on. Trying to make them better as the season goes along, for certain. Pass on the baseline. Kennett still in that zone. Back out top of the key. Gardner with it. Now on the right side. Almost a steal by Watson. Give it back to Gardner. His three is good. Cale Gardner now with 12 points in the ball game, and Mountain Grove has opened up a 6-point lead midway through the third quarter. Gilmore behind the back dribble, loses it, now saves it to Jones, has the numbers. Down low, a ball fake, shot put up, wouldn't go down. It's out of bounds and over to Mountain Grove. Antonio Flakes, I think, was wanting a foul called, but a good block. And the ball lost off of Kennett and out of bounds and back over to the Panthers. 6-point Panther lead after Kennett has erased a 10-point halftime deficit here. Another three look on the wing, and another one is good. Well, when the Panthers start shooting that three, they are deadly. That's 15 points for Estep. Estep and Gardner, they have been the main two, and a foul into the front court is going to be on Mountain Grove's Unger. His second foul, the fourth team foul. Or actually the 15th foul, so that will put Watson at the free throw line for Kennett. Dyson's first is no good. Second free throw is good by Watson. – 41-33, Kennett trailing. Boy, Mountain Grove, they can score them in a hurry. They start shooting those threes. Unger around a screen and ball stolen away. Outlet pass to Jones. Jones taking it down the lane, draws the foul, and Ty will go back to the free throw line. Kennett trailed by 10 at the half. They cut it to 1 here in the third quarter. Then a run by the Panthers. They've opened up this 8-point lead. Jones with a pair of free throws here can cut into that lead. 3:01 still remaining in the third quarter. Ties first is good. Thomas into the ball game. Coming out of the ball game will be Antonio Flakes. Antonio with 5 points here in the third quarter. Gets a breather. Second free throw by Jones is good. 6-point Mountain Grove lead. Kennett applying the pressure. They are switching off into man-to-man this time. Gardner gets the pass, takes it down the lane, now picks up the dribble, needs some help, gets it away. Back to Gardner around a screen. Ball fake. Right wing goes to E-Step. They've been the offensive players, and E-Step hits his 17th point as he drives down the right side of the lane. 43-35, 2:30 to play. Third quarter. Jones gets it away to Watson, and Watson travels. Sam Peterson back into the ball game for Mountain Grove. .225 to play here in the third quarter. 43-35, Mountain Grove leading the Kennett Indians. See if the Indians can make another run. And here's an offensive foul against Mountain Grove away from the basketball in its own. J.P. Dickey, and that's his fourth foul. Kennett needing to score here. They trail by 10 at the half. They cut the lead in this third quarter down to 1. But now a run by Mountain Grove, and they've opened it back up to an 8-point lead. Jones into the front court for the Indians. 2:12 to play in the third. Pass goes left side, now feeding inside to Thomas. Thomas fades, shoots, and scores. Sire Thomas, his 5th point of the ball game. Kennett needed that one. See if we can get a stop on the other end. Pass down low is loose. It goes out of bounds, but off of Watson. Almost created a turnover, but it goes out of bounds. Mountain Grove keeps it along their baseline. 6-point Panther lead. Mountain Grove looking. Now they will get it in bounds. Back out top of the key. Reverse it left side. Dribbling on the wing. Back up on the wing. Gardner. He's been one of their big offensive players. It's been Gardner and E-Step. 17 and 12 points apiece for those two. No other Panther has really hurt the Indians offensively. Ball is tipped, but Peterson saves it. Now he drives down the lane, shoots it short, and Thomas gets the rebound. They reach in, try to strip it away from Thomas. He dribbles out of the pack into the front court, all the way down the lane. Now he has it poked out. Gets it away to Gilmore. He'll shoot the three. Hayden's shot is off, no good. And the rebound to the Panthers. 1:11 to play, third quarter. Pressure in the backcourt by Jones. Now they break the press into the front court. Watch out. Gardner for the three is good. Gardner was left open, and that's his 15th point of the ball game. 46-37. All that work, and the lead goes back to 9. After Kennett had cut the 10-point halftime deficit to 1. Watson with a drive and a bucket. Dyson 19 for Kennett in this one. And on the other end, a foul and a basket for Mountain Grove as Eli Golden attacks the bucket. Kennett commits the foul and a 3-point play opportunity coming up here. Back into the ball game will be Antonio Flakes. And Zane Franklin will set down. And the free throw is good. That makes it a 10-point lead again for Mountain Grove. Kennett trying to answer with 29 seconds to play in a quarter. Gilmore out top of the key. Flakes drives down the lane, dotted line. Shot is good. Way to go, Antonio. 9 points for the sophomore. Now the double dribble by Mountain Grove. Now a charge on Mountain Grove. They didn't get the double dribble, but they're going to get the charge on Peterson. .8 seconds to go, third quarter. Kennett down by 8. They'll wipe up some of the moisture under the basket here. When we came in About 2.5, 3 hours ago, this place was packed. And crowd not quite as large for this Mountain Grove Kennett matchup. Van Buren will be playing. The host team will be playing coming up later, but they've had a full day of basketball yesterday and also today. Here at the Current River Challenge, full court pressure. Kennett tries to get it in, and the ball is out of bounds. Try to get it to Watson. Any foul, Kennett will be shooting free throws, but Mountain Grove is turning up the pressure here. 10.9 seconds to go in the half. Inbounds. Flakes gets it. Antonio up near midcourt, gets it away. Gilmore with it. 4-3. Drives around a man down the lane. Shot is blocked away, and the horn will sound, and that'll end the third quarter. 49-41. Coach McBroom was pleading for possible goaltend there, but didn't get the call. Back with the fourth quarter in 1 minute.
I guess you forgot to call Duncan Sheet Metal about the furnace, huh?
What was your first clue?
Don't get left in the cold. Call Jerry Duncan with Duncan Sheet Metal today. Duncan Sheet Metal works on residential and commercial units. Is it time to replace that old furnace? Let Duncan Sheet Metal install a new energy-efficient unit that will save you money and keep you warm for years to come. Stop by Duncan Sheet Metal today, 601 South Bypass in Kennett, or call 888-6447.
At Farm Credit Southeast Missouri, we know that the days of parking your equipment in the shed after a long harvest and taking it easy for a while no longer exist. The business of farming is much more complex. We've been in the ag lending business for over 100 years, and we are ready to help your operation reach its best potential. We've got the loan and crop insurance products and the experience right here ready to serve you. We are your ag lender.
Your ag lender will always be there.
Contact Matthew Poole or Nathan Creed at 888-6624.
49-41 as we go to the fourth quarter. Kennett scored 21 points in the quarter. They had a productive quarter, but Mountain Grove kind of matched them there after Kennett erased that 10-point deficit, cut it all the way down to 1. Then Mountain Grove with a run, and the lead now 8. So after all of that work, Kennett has erased only 2 points from the halftime deficit with 8 minutes to go here in the fourth quarter. See what the Indians can do. Mountain Grove gets the basketball first as they dribble into the front court. Kennett in the zone. Right wing, watch out. Another three by Golden. This one's off badly, so badly. Mountain Grove gets the rebound. Top of the key, here's an air ball. It's going to sail out of bounds and back over to Kennett. E-Step with an air ball, top of the key. He has 17 points in the ball game. Maybe the Panthers will tighten up a bit here in the fourth quarter. Jones with it inbounds. Kennett down by 8 with a basketball into the front court. 7:35 to play in this contest. Jones dribbling, hands it off to Watson. Dyson directing the offense. Now gets the double team. Gives it left side, finds Jones in the corner. Come on, Ty. Oh, it's no good. Rebound, though, to Flakes. Had it stripped out of his hands. It'll stay with Kennett. Jones had a great look from the right wing, but it wouldn't go down. Now Watson inbound on the baseline. Thomas tries to break free. Now Gilmore breaks free, hits the bucket. Nice inbounds play by the Indians. Gilmore gets his first 2 of the ball game, and the lead has been cut to 6. 7:07 to play, fourth quarter. See if the Indians can get a stop here. 49-43. Kennett in the zone. Mountain Grove works it around, E-Step, as they play keep away a bit. Gardner now goes left wing. Unger with it as they're passing around the perimeter. Now they'll get it inside the paint. Kick it out to Unger. Another 3. This one's off the mark, and a rebound to Kennett. Outlet to Jones after Flakes gets the board. Ty, top of the key. Drives left side of the lane. Ball fake, puts it up. Rolls off. No good. Boy, that took a peek, but wouldn't go down. 49-43. 6.5 to go in the ball game. And Watson with a body check foul along the right sideline will pick up the foul. Dyson's second foul of the ball game. First foul of the quarter for either team. Gardner gets it in the backcourt. Kennett stays in that zone as they're trying to apply a bit of pressure. 6-point lead. Panthers turning down some three-point opportunities they were taking earlier in the ball game. Now Kennett trying to increase the pressure. Backdoor pass is tipped away by Jones, and it's out of bounds off the Panthers. Boy, it would have been Kennett basketball, but one of the Panthers tried to save it. There was 6:02 to play in the fourth quarter. Kennett with a basketball and down by 6. Hawhay will come out of the ball game, the senior. Jones with the basketball into the front court. Man-to-man applied by the Panthers. Jones between the leg dribble, goes left wing. Now reverses back right side. Gilmore with the basketball. Feeds inside, but the ball stolen away. Panthers on the run, and a layup good. Gardner picked up the loose ball and took it coast to coast. The lead goes to 8. Gilmore almost had it out of bounds, but it goes off of Gilmore's leg and back over to the Panthers. 5:29 to play, fourth quarter. Kennett's going to come out and apply a little more pressure here as they come out in the man-to-man. 51-43 Panthers. Left wing. Panthers. Now the Indians drop into a zone, trying to trap out of that zone. Panthers just running some time off the clock. Golden with it, guarded by Jones. 5:08 to play in the ball game. Left side. Spinning around is Gardner, and Gardner is going to be fouled by the Indians, Dyson Watson. Third foul on Dyson. Second foul on the Indians. Gilmore out. Into the ball game, Ray for Coach McBroom's Indians. Inbound top of the key. Here's a three. Back of the iron, no good. Come on, Indians. Ray fights for it, but it goes off his hands and out of bounds. Great opportunity there, but Corey was falling away and couldn't hold his footing, and the ball goes out of bounds. Boy, big mismatch inside. Dickey 6'3", and Ray trying to guard him in the man-to-man. And a steal by Jones. Jones steals it away, and he's tackled from behind. The Kennett quarterback. No, they're going to call traveling on Jones. He must have took steps before he was tackled. Coach McBroom will take a timeout with 4:44 to play here in the ball game. 51-43. Back with more Kennett Indian basketball in 1 minute.
Hey, this is Daryl Wilcoxon with Wilcoxon's Home Place on the South Bypass in Kennett, Missouri. We're getting new products in every week and would like to help you make your place a show place. Living room suites, recliners, including lift chairs, bedroom suites, mattress sets with adjustable bases, appliances, and TVs. We have several payment options available. Come see us at Wilcoxon's Home Place Furniture and Appliance, 901 South Bypass in Kennett, Missouri. A family furniture tradition for over 70 years.
Baker Implement Company and Case IH are proud to support area high school athletics the same way we've supported our customers in the community for 85 years. Visit any of our 13 locations in Southeast Missouri and Northeast Arkansas to experience the power of red and the service and support that has kept customers coming back since 1938. Case IH and Baker Implement Company, supporting our community on the football field and in your field.
4:44 to play in a ball game. The lead was 8 when we started the fourth quarter. The lead remains 8, 51-43. Kennett's had some opportunities, but been unable to go on that run like they did to start the third quarter. Mountain Grove basketball after the Kennett timeout. Jones trying to apply the pressure. Almost got the turnover. Now on the left side, Watson gets the steal. Dyson all the way down the lane. Puts it up. Missed the shot, but drew the foul. A couple of free throws for Dyson. There's that pressure paying off. Stole it from Gardner. These are pretty talented sophomore in this lineup. And Dyson Watson looking for his 20th point in this contest. The free throw is short. No good. Lead remains 8 for Mountain Grove. Or Dyson has played well here. Opening game of his senior season. Now they're going to wipe up some moisture out here on the floor after couple of players slid down out near midcourt. Coach Seth McBroom, his first game as the Kennett Indian head coach. If you watched his teams play in the past, you know how disciplined and organized they are, and this is something that with only 20 practices and some of these guys coming off the football field, it's very difficult to get all of that in place. There's the 20th point for Watson as he cuts the lead down to 7, 4:26 to play in a ball game, but open on the other end is Dickey for the easy 2. Kennett gets 1, but gives up 2, and a foul away from the basket. No free throws coming here as Eastep will pick up his 3rd foul of the ball game. Kennett basketball on the sideline as Gilmore will inbound. 53-44, Kennett trailing by 9. Can they go on another run? Inbounds, Jones gets it in the backcourt. Hands it away to Watson. Dyson, guarded in the man-to-man. Crosses over with the right hand. Pulls up, long 3 by Dyson, no good. And the rebound ripped out of there by Mountain Grove. They're up by 9 with just inside of 4 minutes to play. Driving around the defender, floater down the lane is good. Mountain Grove starting to pull away here with inside of 4 minutes, 55-44. Watson into the front court. Left wing, Gilmore looking inside, trying to post up his Flakes. Gets it to Flakes on the low block. Antonio tries to back his way in, didn't have it. Now the shot by Thomas is partially blocked. Outlet pass to Mountain Grove. They're on the run, and the finger roll is good. Gardner with that basket, and that makes the lead 57-44. 3:10 to play in the basketball game. Flakes with it, and the turnover by Kennett. Mountain Grove gets it, but Watson hustles and gets it right back. Watson around the screen. Corner of the lane. Right-handed shot, rims out, no good. Mountain Grove with 2:50 to play in a ball game, leading 57-44. Brings it in the front court. Eastep against Jones's man-to-man pressure. Now top of the key, Dickey. Dickey on the right side goes to Unger. Back out top of the key. They'll play a little keep away here. Team fouls are at 2 apiece here in this 4th quarter. Right side of the lane. They'll try to get it down low, and they get it down low to Dickey. Dickey's shot is good. Mountain Grove has opened up a 59-44 lead. 2:17 to play 4th quarter. 30-second break. Back with more after this.
Big news from Kennett Bowling Lanes. Our skating rink and laser tag building are on the way. Adult fall leagues are forming now, and in November, kids can join our youth league and enjoy half-price practice games throughout the season. New party packages are coming soon, perfect for any celebration. Don't forget our daily food and drink specials and the newly improved Chiefs Club Dining Room, open daily at 11. Family night is every Wednesday with free bowling for kids 18 and under. Exciting stuff is happening at Kennett Bowling Lanes, where the fun never ends.
59-44, 2:17 to play 4th quarter. Kennett has fought hard in this ball game, but some runs by Mountain Grove. Kennett would match them, but then Mountain Grove, after Kennett had raced a 10-point halftime deficit, cut it down to 1. Mountain Grove made it 8 at the end of the quarter, and here in the 4th quarter, it's been all Panthers. Watson around the back with a dribble into the front court to the right wing. Top of the key, Gilmore. Gilmore free throw line. Backdoor cut to Ray. And it's Corey Ray with his first bucket of the ball game. And we have a couple of players mixing it up here in the backcourt. The officials stopped the action, and now we're ready to go once again. 1:59 to play here in the ball game. 59-46. Mountain Grove with the basketball, and Kennett will apply full court pressure. Mountain Grove gets it inbounds. Now they get the numbers. Pass into the front court, Gardner. And it goes across the court and out of bounds, intended for Dickey. Unger back into the ball game. Also back into the ball game will be Anderson. 1:54 to play. Watson gets the basketball. Double teamed at the top of the key. Goes around a man and a foul away from the basket by Unger. Watson with 20 points in the ball game. No free throws coming here. Third team foul of the quarter. On Mountain Grove, 1:48 to play. Kennett needs to score a bunch in a hurry here if they're going to come back in this one. Zane Franklin on the wing. Gets it to Jones. Jones crosses over and the ball poked away in the backcourt. Nobody goes after it, but it goes out of bounds. Ball was poked away from Jones, and Ray saw it going toward the out-of-bounds line, but one of the Panthers almost got there. Kennett needing to score in a hurry. Jones into the front court with 1:30 to play in the ball game. Right corner, Franklin. He'll try the three. It's good. Oh, my goodness. Zane got it to rim all the way around before falling down. It's a 10-point lead, and Mountain Grove will throw it out of bounds with 1:16 to play. Coach Openshaw wonders why we're in such a rush, up by 10 with 1:16 to play. Indians with a basketball. We need to score in a hurry, guys. Jones gets it inbounds. Trots it up toward the midcourt stripe, toward the right wing. Now behind the back dribble. His pass top of the key, though, is stolen away by Gardner. Gardner now, he'll play some keep away with 1 minute to go in the ball game. Double teamed out top of the key. Mountain Grove up by 10 with a basketball, and the ball is kicked by Gilmore. It'll stay with Mountain Grove along the baseline. While we have an opportunity, we want to thank the folks here at Van Buren for all of their assistance, their IT director and athletic director and basketball coach, Coach Black, with their assistance for our broadcast here this evening. Also thanks to Kennett Trust Bank, one of our great sponsors. Here's a steal by Ray. Sikori gets the steal, and they'll slap it out of his hands, and Ray's going to shoot a pair of free throws with 41 seconds to play. Kennett Trust Bank, one of our great broadcast sponsors. Skeeter Kell Sporting Goods, another one of our radio sponsors of our broadcasts. Great video sponsors bringing you our video coverage all season long of Kennett Indian basketball and radio coverage on KBOA FM 105.5. First free throw by Ray is off the mark, no good. It's a 10-point Panther lead with 41 seconds to go in this ball game. Second free throw is also no good, and it's out of bounds off the Panthers, and the Indians will get it back. Watson will inbound on the baseline for the Indians. Dyson gets it to Flakes. Antonio down the lane. Right hand shot is good. Antonio Flakes gets a bucket. He's in double figures with 11 points, and Kennett takes a timeout. We'll take one as well. 8-point ball game, 33 seconds to play. Panthers over the Indians, back in 30 seconds.
In Kennett, we know our community because we're a part of it. At Kennett Board of Public Works, we're local, just like you. That means we're just minutes away. With fast response times, we're here for emergencies, ensuring your internet is restored quickly. We offer reliable, high-speed internet to keep your home and business connected. Kennett Board of Public Works, we're your local team, keeping you connected. Here when you need us, always.
59-51. Mountain Grove with the lead over Kennett and 33 seconds to play. Tell you what, it's just so important to get an actual game under your belt for any ball club. Coach McBroom trying to get his systems in place and get his football players, and he has several out there that's playing a lot in this ball game. On track, and he's going to have another opportunity on Monday at 7:30 as their rival, Zenith Hornersville, will be the opponent in the Bulldog Classic. Mountain Grove basketball going the length of the floor. They will get it in bounds. Now they have the numbers. They'll play a little keep away here against the Indians with 20 seconds to play as Watson will slap it out of bounds. Good job. Kennett not giving up. They are still hustling, down by 8. 27 seconds to go in this one. Mountain Grove will throw it away. And Kennett will get it back, down by 8. Kennett will inbound instead of under the basket, since it was not touched, will be out near midcourt. Ray comes out of the ball game, and Zane Franklin returns for the Indians. Watson gets it inbounds, 25 seconds to play. Watson, way away from the basket, pulls up, shoots the three, banks it in. Dyson Watson, 23 in the ball game, 16 seconds to play. And on the other end, a snowbird, and the easy bucket by Unger. One thing about it, Kennett did not throw in the towel in this one. 4 seconds to play, and Watson, a long three, is off the mark. 61-54 will be our final score. 61-54. Indians fall in the season opener. We'll take a break, check the final scoring, and wrap things up when we return to Van Buren right after this.
Looking for a great way to enjoy the winter season? Head to the Kennett Country Club. Right now, take advantage of winter rates. Play a round of golf with a cart for only $35. And don't miss out on 25% off all apparel in the Pro Shop. Perfect for your holiday gift shopping needs. Plus, ask about their amazing membership specials happening now. There's never been a better time to join. Make this winter a hole-in-one at the Kennett Country Club. Call or stop by today.
At Sonic Drive-In in Kennett, our priority isn't just great service, it's great experiences. Whether you're coming for a cherry limeade on your lunch break or picking up shakes with your team after a big win, we're ready for you. Want a burger for breakfast or breakfast for dinner? No problem. We serve our full menu all day long, delivered with a smile. This is how we Sonic. Order through the Sonic app and get half-price drinks and slushes all day long. Open till midnight. Sonic Drive-In, 1101 First Street in Kennett.
The Indians fall in this one 61-54. Hard-fought battle against the Mountain Grove Panthers. A ball game where the Indians trailed by 2 at the end of the first quarter. And the deciding 2 points at the end of that first quarter came in the final seconds. But at the half, Kennett had fallen behind 30-20, only 5 points in that second quarter. Really hurt the Indians and their chances in this ball game. They fought back in the third quarter. They cut the lead down to 1, but then Mountain Grove pulled away to lead by 8 at the end of the quarter. They basically exchanged baskets in the first half of the fourth quarter. Mountain Grove opening up a double-digit lead before the Indians making a final run, and the final score 61-54. Indians fall to 0-1 on the season and will take on Zenith Hornersville in the opening game of the second game on Monday's action from the Gideon Bulldog Classic against Zenith Hornersville. 7:30 will be our start time of that one, and we'll have game 1. That'll be Delta C7 and South Pemiscot, the 1 and 8 seeds meeting in the first game. We're going to be on the radio. We're going to be with the live video streaming of all the games from the Gideon Bulldog Classic. We hope you can come out, enjoy the games in person. If not, we'll have it for you, and you can follow all the action right here on our live stream platforms and several radio stations. So we're going to try, for all the teams participating, we're going to try to have a radio station that will have coverage in your area of our radio broadcast as the Indians back on the floor. 7:30 against Zenith Hornersville from Gideon on Monday. Here's the scoring for the Indians. Leading the way, Dyson Watson with 23 points. 11 points, Antonio Flakes, the 2 Kennett players in double figures. Zane Franklin had 7 points. Sire Thomas had 5. Ty Jones with 3. And 2 points for Sakori Ray and 2 points for Hayden Gilmore in this basketball game for Coach McBroom's Indians. Leading the way with 17 points was Aiden Estep. He's a junior, and he was the only Panther player in double figures, but they had several other players contributing. A couple of players with 8 points, Cale Gardner and J.P. Dickey. A couple of players with 5 points, Destin Unger and Eli Golden. And it was too much Panthers tonight, 61-54. Panthers get the win. We'll be back in action once again. Kennett Indian basketball from the Gideon Bulldog Classic. Now we're going to have all the games, so not just the Kennett game at 7:30. You can catch all the action. Great group of sponsors bringing you the tournament. We appreciate Gideon High School allowing us to once again be up there in the great basketball tournament. We look forward to next week and a very exciting week of basketball from the Gideon Bulldog Classic. Here from the Current River Challenge, Indians fall tonight, 61-54. Thanks to Tad Jones, all of his work, setting up the equipment and making sure we get on the air. And Monty Lyons getting us on and off our radio broadcast on KBOA FM. Couldn't do it without all of our great sponsors. And you'll hear about them right now as we wrap up our broadcast. Final score, once again, 61-54. We'll talk to you again Monday evening with more Kennett Indian basketball.
This has been a live broadcast of Kennett Indian basketball. Our broadcast presented by NEA Baptist Hospital, Baker Implement Company, Farm Credit Services of Southeast Missouri, and by Wilcoxon's Home Place Furniture. Video and radio sponsors include Glen Sane Motors, the Kennett Board of Public Works, Duncan Sheet Metal, the Kennett Bowling Lanes, Sonic Drive-In, the Law Office of Peltz, McMullen, Edgington, and Morgan, and by the Kennett Country Club. Radio sponsors for our broadcast are Kennett Trust Bank and Skeeter Kell Sporting Goods. This broadcast has been a production of Pollock Broadcasting Company.